Hello, I'm Caroline. Welcome to my early years advice channel, and thank you to everyone that has been supporting me in watching my videos, liking them, especially those of you that have shared them and have subscribed to my channel. It's much appreciated, and I hope that you have found some of the topics that I've talked about to be insightful and useful in your everyday parenting or professional practice. So moving swiftly on, today I am going to be speaking about a type of play that we refer to as a schema. Now, a schema of play is basically a simple pattern of behaviour which we observe in young children's play. So there are various titles and areas that the child might be interested in, and the really interesting thing about schemas is that you may look at them and think, what are they doing? They're like constantly filling up bags and moving things and losing their toys and knocking down everybody's bricks. And when I've spoken to you over the next couple of minutes, it might make a little bit more sense as to why they partake in these types of play and the things that we can do to kind of encourage their interest and to keep them really busy, so they're less possibly destructive. So I'm going to start with transporting. Now, a child that likes to transport things does exactly what it says on the tin. They will move things from one room to another. They'll put things into bags and forget where they've put them. They'll fill buggies up with things, and you think, why haven't they put their dolly in there? Why have they put the contents of the Lego box into the buggy? And you've got to tidy it all up. But the child is actually learning a great deal about how much they can fit into a certain place and how heavy it is and how far they can move it. So the types of activities that would be great for a child that likes doing these sorts of things would be shopping trolleys. So you could set up a shop. They could put the things into a shopping trolley, move to the till, and then they can transport it into a bag and then pretend to go home. Children who enjoy this type of play would also enjoy pretending to move house and pretending to go on holiday, packing a suitcase. And so you could also provide an area in the garden where perhaps they can move things in wheelbarrows. They might also like a tool belt, so they're transporting their tools with them when they are role playing. So that's just one or two ideas for a child that you may have noticed likes to transport things. So I'm going to talk about transforming next. So these are the children that perhaps like to dress up and be somebody else, or they really like art and craft, and they will be able to see that tissue box that you're about to throw out and have a heart attack, and it's going to be their space rocket or the Three Little Pigs house. So they like to transform things into other things. So for children who are enjoying this type of play, you could do lots of colour mixing, where they're obviously transforming one colour into another. They could be doing some cooking. So that obviously involves a lot of transforming in the process of mixing wet and dry ingredients, putting them into the oven so they become solid, making Play-Doh, lots of junk modelling. They might like to wrap things up a lot in tape and wrapping paper, etc., and transforming a simple box into a present, and then you can engage them in lots of pretend play using those objects. So another thing that they might quite like doing if they like to transform is like helping you to wash the car and the windows. That would be something that would be really great and physical for them, and they're transforming it into clean and sparkly, so you can give them lots of praise for that. Next, I'm going to speak to you about trajectory play. So these are children that may build something really beautiful, spend a long time building it, and then the best part of it is when they knock it down. So you kind of, I've seen this a lot in settings where someone else will have spent a long time building something, they're really proud, they come and get you to show you what they've built, and a child that likes trajectory play sees an opportunity and kicks it down, and not to be naughty, they literally are exploring. And so for a child that likes that type of play, you could do hammering, banging, tearing up bits of paper or tape. They can build sandcastles and knock them down themselves. You could have them in an area where they've got lots of opportunity to build and knock things down safely. They may also like rolling pins, being able to move them. But definitely anything that involves knocking down, squirting, sprinkling, and something that's got a really quick reaction, those children will love all those types of activities. So next is rotation. Now, kind of the clue is in the title, and these children like to spin round and round. They like anything that rolls and moves. So they might like clogs, wheeled vehicles, helicopters, washing machines. You could even get them pretending that they are a washing machine themselves. Hoops that they can roll. Spinning tops, playing things like ring-a-ring-a-rosies, parachute play, all this sort of stuff would be great for a child that likes things that are round, but also they'll like going in toy cars and bikes, they'll like balloons, balls. So yeah, there's quite a lot that you can do to encourage them if that is the sort of thing that they are showing a real keen interest in. So enclosure and enveloping. And this is a child that might like to climb in boxes, go under blankets a lot, under cushions, behind cushions. So we want to be providing lots of opportunity for them to make camps and dens, to dress up, to be pretending that under the table is a cave, to get their imaginations working, like unwrapping pretend parcels, as I mentioned in the rotation one. That is something else that can be fun if they like enveloping and enclosure. Dressing up, tents, dens definitely is going to tick all the boxes for that sort of child. So then we move on to connecting and disconnecting. A child that likes to connect things is a child that likes to build with Duplo, Lego, to connect pieces of train tracks together, to do jigsaw puzzles. They might like connecting junk modelling, small pieces to a piece of paper with glue, stapling, tying with string, threading. They might also like games like ring-a-ring-a-rosies, where they're all connecting hands and gathering large amounts of things, so like helping with the washing, that sort of thing would be probably really good fun for a child, or making paper chains. And then disconnecting is obviously the opposite. So you could build things for them, they take them apart. They might like undressing, unzipping, and taking shoes off. Cutting and tearing is really good to encourage this type of play. Play-Doh works with most of these schemas, I have to say. So it's definitely a good old favourite to have some dough on the go. There is lots that they can do. They can connect, they can transform, they can even transport it if they wanted to pretend that they were cooking and put it into the play oven, make some food for a picnic and take it out onto a picnic rug with the teddies. So yeah, I hope that you have found that information interesting, firstly, to know that if your child is kind of engaged in these types of play that can be a little bit frustrating at times, that there are lots of things that you can do that will be fun and engaging and educational, based around their interests, because as I always say, children learn best when they are having fun, and they are engaged. Thanks for listening. I hope that everybody is keeping well. Please like, subscribe and share, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks for watching.